lot of students looking for a job come to me and ask for tips. I tell them to hustle. It's not about who you are, it's not about what you study, it's about who you want to be and how far you are willing to go to get there. I remember ever since I was in high school, everyone kept asking me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And as a high school kid, I honestly didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't know where I wanted to go to school. I didn't know what I wanted to take a degree in. So naturally, I was stressed. A couple of years passed. I flunked my senior year. I had to retake a year. So I started my degree in marketing at Oslo School of Management, studying marketing. It was the second year, I think. I realized that I wouldn't have any advantage over my fellow students when we were done. I would basically one of the herd. So it took me a while, but I figured out that I needed to show people what I'm good for. That's when I started my blog. That's when I realized that because if you're going to get a job today, there's two ways to do that. Either you can get a good or expensive degree, or you can have experience. You can have both, of course. So that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to prove people that I had the experience, I had the knowledge to get the jobs I wanted. I went to 20 interviews that summer, I think. I actually got called in for all the interviews all the jobs I applied for. But on the outside, I looked like Harvey Specter. I was all dressed up with a tie and everything. But on the paper, I was newborn. I had no experience at all. So I thought, no one's going to give me a job, naturally. But I can still prove what I know, what I'm worth. So I started blogging, and I got really active on Twitter. I used Twitter to build my network, to show my competence and complement the blog. And the blog was where I wanted to define who I was and what my specialty was. One thing led to another. I got in touch with a lot of people, a lot of interesting people. I got invited to events and seminars, and that way I expanded my network even further. One of the seminars were actually the place I met the guys at Fan Booster, and a couple of weeks later, they offered me a job. But to kind of zone back to the question, I often get asked a lot, what do I have to do to get a job? First of all, it's not about the job. Remember that. It's about figuring out what you really want to do. It's about passion. It's about doing the thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Don't think about it as a job. And then it's really, we're in 2015 right now. You can do whatever you want online. You can spend your time looking at cat videos. You can spend your time looking through the party photos on Facebook from last weekend, or you can spend your time doing research and writing blog posts or being really active on Twitter. What I basically did, I built my empire. That's what I call it, the empire. It consists of my Twitter account. I have a blog. I use my Facebook to push my blog posts out, and I have a MailChimp, a newsletter. I don't have many. I think it's barely 100 subscribers or something, but I'm really proud of every single one of them. But that's what I call my empire. That's who defines who I am. And when students ask me what do we have to do to land a job, right out of school, I tell them definitely start blogging, post at least one blog post a week, participate in conversations on Twitter, try to isolate the subjects you write about on your blog and also what you write about on Twitter and people you engage with based on what is it you want to be known for. I have a friend who's really successful in Norway. He's written 2 books and everything, but since day one, he's always been known as the blog guy. I'll link to his blog down here somewhere. Be active on Twitter and participate in events. be wherever you can. Um, just the other day, I went to an event I really didn't want to go to. I had so much work to do. I was so tired, but it's all about that hustle. It's all about stepping out of your comfort zone and pushing yourself to know more people, to learn more, and really being on the edge. For the students who can't really land the dream jobs to begin with, my only tip is that you have to take that crappy ass job, because that's gonna land you in. It takes you to a position where you can meet new people, make new connections, valuable connections even, and it's really about pushing yourself as long as you know what your goal is. And my last job, my very last tip is to hustle. You have to put everything you have into this. You have to really want it. And that's why I started out by saying that it doesn't matter what you do, or it doesn't matter where you study, or what subjects you take, or anything. Just keep in mind what you really want to do for the rest of your life, and everything will come accordingly.